Game of Thrones: King's Road is an upcoming open-world RPG that will star Jon Snow as a main character, among other fan favorites from the popular show. The scenes center around Jon Snow, who appears to be the game's main character, as he defends the wall against hordes of White Walkers and even faces the Night King in a tense showdown. The developers seem focused on delivering a true 2 series experience, while incorporating dynamic gameplay and narrative depth. Unique combat styles and customization features await players as they secure their legacy in the world of Westeros. In addition to customizing their character with a robust character creator, players will be able to select from one of 3 classes: Sellsword, Knight, or Assassin, as they take their first steps into the world of Westeros.
City.
Den of Wolves is a cooperative heist FPS, where you and your friends operate as criminals for hire in Midway City, an unregulated innovation zone. You take advantage of the growing need for unauthorized errands created by rival business entities in this corporate haven. With Den of Wolves, we are creating an action-packed techno-thriller, a session-based cooperative heist shooter where you can make your mark whether you have 20 minutes or 2 hours to play. Plan and execute heists through industrial espionage, sabotage, theft and assassinations. Gather your crew, decide the best approach, acquire the weapons, gadgets and intel. Penetrate the security systems and execute the heist. Missions are dynamic and unpredictable as your crew are thrown from stealth to full-on action and back in mind-bending scenarios.
Divided the enemies line up one by one like a real foot soldier. Stand my ground when I stare them down, cause they can't control us.
Exodus introduces an innovative new sci-fi world that forces players to face the consequences of their choices over time. In Exodus, humanity has fled a dying Earth, finding a new home in a hostile galaxy here. We are the underdogs fighting for survival. As the Traveler, you are humanity's last hope. Your job is to steal alien weapons and technology from the most powerful beings in the universe. The Celestials, humanity's greatest enemy. But there's a catch: time dilation. As travelers on interstellar missions, days for you are decades back home. The sacrifices you make to protect your loved ones create unpredictable consequences that change your world, reshaping the future. Returning home, you confront the consequences of your choices. In Exodus, the outcome of those choices manifests at a massive level, compounding over generations. Exfil is a tactical first-person shooter that empowers players with sandbox game modes and the tools to play the way they want. We've gone all out on the realism front. Every shot in Exfil is calculated bullet drop, velocity and trajectory all factor in. And bullets interact with not just the environment but player armor as well. They'll penetrate or ricochet off surfaces based on thickness and material, meaning you'll need to think about your surroundings, giving every firefight a whole new level of strategy. Rematch offers a fresh twist on soccer, ditching traditional rules for pure, action-packed fun. 5v5 multiplayer, smaller teams mean more intense, dynamic matches. No fouls, no offsides, the game prioritizes speed and freedom over strict soccer rules. Human characters, unlike Rocket League, which uses cars. Rematch puts players in control of human avatars for a more relatable experience. Vibrant arenas, expect holographic effects and stylish stadiums that add flair to every match. Ranked and private matches, play competitively or just for fun with friends. The over-the-shoulder perspective makes every moment feel immediate and immersive. Whether you're pulling off slick moves or scoring stunning goals, Rematch keeps the energy high. Project Century. This will be an action game like the old Yakuza, or Judgment games instead of turn-based. Our protagonist can fight with his hands or multiple weapons, and use the environment to his advantage. Blocking, dodging, parrying, and grabs are all par for the course. But what makes Project Century unique compared to the studio's past games is the amount of gore. Blood spews out of every brutal hit with a weapon in a way we've never seen in one of these games.
Singing another day. With music I'll never stray. Sweet that you're around. Love don't melt it. Let's keep on singing night or day. With a
Stora Parkour Pro is the ultimate parkour experience, true to the sport and the culture. Push the boundaries of movement and experience true freedom as you explore a vast and dynamic world, filled with challenges, missions, and countless spots for you and your friends. A cutting-edge animation system that combines motion-captured animations from the best parkour athletes in the world with physics-driven movement to create the perfect balance of realistic and arcade gameplay, pushing the boundaries of parkour, animation, and movement in games to a whole new level. No two moves are the same, and with hundreds of unique parkour animations, you can jump, climb, vault, flip, slide, swing, stride, and so much more. With the most complete set of parkour mechanics in any game ever, right at your fingertips. Uncover the origins of organized crime and mafia, the old country. A gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900s Sicily. Fight to survive as Enzo Favara and prove your worth to the Cosa Nostra. In this immersive third-person action adventure set during a dangerous, unforgiving era, this thrilling narrative is brought to life by stunning visuals, cinematic storytelling, and the authentic realism that the critically acclaimed Mafia series is known for. Enzo's story unfolds in a time when skill with a stiletto blade was a deadly asset. A Lupara sawed-off shotgun was a go-to firearm. Murderous vendettas raged for decades, and mafiosi patrolled their protection rackets on foot, horseback, or behind the wheel of turn-of-the-century motor cars. Through grit and determination, Enzo has survived a childhood of indentured labor in Sicily's hellish sulfur mines. Now, through a twist of fate, he has the opportunity to join Don Torrisi's crime family, and will do whatever it takes to carve out a better life for himself. Borderlands 4 brings intense action, badass vault hunters, and billions of wild and deadly weapons to an all-new planet ruled by a ruthless tyrant. Wishlist now. Crash into Kairos as one of 4 new vault hunters seeking wealth and glory. Wield powerful action skills, customize your build with deep skill trees, and dominate enemies with dynamic movement abilities. Break free from the oppressive timekeeper, a ruthless dictator who dominates the masses from on high. Now a world-altering catastrophe threatens his perfect order, unleashing mayhem across the planet. Fight solo or in co-op with up to 3 other players in this immense sci-fi adventure. Packed with freeform combat and exploration, pulse-bounding boss fights, infinitely varied loot drops, and an eclectic cast of unforgettable characters new and old. Doom: The Dark Ages is the single-player action FPS prequel to the critically acclaimed Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. You are the Doom Slayer, the legendary demon-killing warrior fighting endlessly against hell. Experience the epic cinematic origin story of the Doom Slayer's rage in 2025. The Witcher 4 is a single-player, open-world RPG from CD Projekt Red. At the start of a new saga, players take on the role of Ciri, a professional monster slayer, and embark on a journey through a brutal dark fantasy world. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, it aims to be the most immersive and ambitious open-world Witcher game to date. Pioneer is an open-world first-person shooter set in a haunting, alternative reality world where Soviet-era structures lie abandoned on a desolate, post-apocalyptic island. In this immersive environment, the gameplay experience is defined by dynamic V and PvP elements, where realism takes priority over traditional health bars or character levels. With a sprawling map of 50-plus square kilometers, not counting hidden dungeons, players can explore a world rich with mystery and danger. encountering story quests and faction missions that influence relationships and loyalty rewards. Players can engage in story-driven quests or faction missions, where building loyalty with various groups unlocks rewards and additional narrative content. Combat against other players is intense, with special areas designated for these confrontations within the Shadowlands. The game focuses on immersion, encouraging players to explore, strategize, and survive in a world where their choices matter. Embody the superhuman skill and brutality of a Space Marine. Unleash deadly abilities and devastating weaponry to obliterate the relentless Tyranid swarms. Defend the Imperium in spectacular third-person action in solo or multiplayer modes. Fight the enemies of mankind as Lieutenant Demetrian Titus in the sequel to 2011 Space Marine. And prove your loyalty once again as you are reinstated to the Ultramarines. Hold at bay the horrors of the galaxy in epic battles on far-flung planets and uncover dark secrets. To drive back the everlasting night, dive into a war of galactic proportions. Enjoy intense, gory and fast-paced third-person action with hundreds of enemies on screen. And purge the relentless Tyranid swarms made possible by Saber's trademark swarm engine.